Thank you. You're talking about me. Right? I don't know.
I let Pedro to introduce our guest.
Okay. Everybody is expecting her. Of course, they've seen her. Já a viram lá fora, não é? Entretanto, ela teve que se ir embora, mas arranjámos outra convidada muito especial. Obrigado. Portanto, ela é produtora executiva da série e também a protagonista principal de Absentia. Vosso aplauso para Stana Katic. They're crazy about you. What about me? Ok, mas não, eu não faço todas isso agora. Agora começam os gajos todos também. Também vou, também importante. On purpose. 300 kilometers standard.
Me too!
Ah, não abusem, está bem? Se não discutir mais peça. Nunca tive esta reação. Nunca. It happened to you in time in your life? No. Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. That is the warmth of the Portuguese people, right?
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
I love it. Bring it on.
And if you go out at night, you'll see plenty more of that. Yeah. Stana, welcome to Portugal.
Thank you.
Is it your first time in Portugal?
It is.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yes, yes.
When did you arrive?
I arrived last night.
Last night, so
Yeah.
you didn't have time to see much?
A little bit actually. This afternoon we went out for lunch near the Palazzo, I think is what it's called.
Palazzo?
Palazzo.
We have many Palacios too, right? I don't know which you were talking about.
It's one of the big ones.
One of the big ones. Oh, my house! Yeah. Probably that.
Yeah, it was lovely. It's kind of like San Francisco in a way. Forgive me, when you guys go to San Francisco, you're probably like, oh, this is like Lisbon with all the rolling
Yeah,
hills and the
if you were to go
tramways
and the bridge.
and the bridge. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. So, you have fallen in love with Portugal?
Yes,
at
I'm
first
coming
sight?
back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to buy a house?
My dad.
Because every foreign people who comes to Portugal eventually buys a house in Portugal and in Lisbon.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing. An
Not
expensive thing, but a good thing. In fact, only you guys from abroad can afford to buy a house. Madonna's house is for sale. If you want, she's leaving us. So, what can you tell? Let's talk about the series.
Yeah.
Absentia.
Yeah.
What can you tell the Portuguese fans about this second series? Without telling us the end, of course. Well, you can tell us the end if you want to.
So, so I think this season, I'm excited about this season. I'm really excited to show it to all of you because I feel like honestly this season amps up everything from the first season by 12 notches at least. So I think it's gonna be fun. It's a wild ride. There's a lot of action this season. And then I think, you know, as far as the character that I play, Emily.
You're not gonna die, are you? Only in the end, of course.
I think if I was going to sum her up, there's one line that she says, and I'm not giving anything away, but there is one line that she says in this series, in this season, and it says, she says to somebody to offer her comfort, she says, don't let them write your history for you. And I think that really sums this character up in a really nice way for this season.
That's a good line.
It's super cool.
It's super cool. I'm
Wait till you feel
going to use it. I'm going to use it
Yeah.
in my everyday life.
How
Yeah.
would I say that in Portuguese?
Say it again.
Don't let them write your history for you.
Não deixe que eles escrevam a tua história por ti.
Não deixes que escrevam.
Okay, there's a question everybody is asking, of course. What happened to Emily when she was kidnapped?
I can't remember.
tentei, malta, tentei. But are you going to remember? Do you need like hypnosis or something to remember? We can do that.
Hopefully I'll see you guys in season 2.
Yeah. Well, we know you're not only the main character on this series, you are also the executive producer. Yeah. So, what's the most difficult part to play? The executive producer part or the actress part?
Well, in truth, I think that, some actors are very comfortable just being in front of the camera, and then some actors are storytellers. We have, Bradley Cooper, who did A Star is Born and clearly is a wonderful director. We have Paul Newman, who's been on both sides, Robert Redford, who's been on both sides, whether he's assisting writing and so on, and Tom Hardy, and the list goes on. List goes on with some actors who are storytellers. And for me, since I've started this, I've always been really keen to learn from directors, learn from the cinematographers, and so on. So I've kind of jumped back and forth always.
So you feel comfortable?
I do.
Sides?
Yeah, I really enjoy it because to me, it's all part of the same sort of thing. We're telling a story together as a company of circus people, essentially. Yeah, so I do enjoy being on both ends of it.
Are you a good boss?
I'm drunk with power.
Do you sometimes feel the will to fire someone? Like, you're making me angry, I'm gonna end with your character, I'm gonna kill them.
I know, like an empress, like an evil empress.
Yeah. You have the power to do that, don't you?
Wow, well, thankfully we have good people on our show, so it's been fun, actually. Truly, genuinely fun to work with everybody.
So everybody's safe with their jobs on the series, yeah? Yeah. don't you can also bring new characters in, of course.
Yeah.
What about a Portuguese investigator? Green eyes, like a tall and handsome guy.
I'm getting a feel here.
Season 3?
Yeah, possible storyline here for season 3.
Season 3.
And in truth, this season we moved the story into Europe in
Perfect.
Portuguese.
Perfect
So
for me. I live in Europe. Yeah. For me, it works. Well, before we go, because everybody wants to see this the first episode of the second season, should we let some people from the audience do a couple of questions?
Do you guys have any questions?
Yes.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Maybe do you have another mic? Do you have another hand microphone? Yeah. Where is it? Okay.
Hi Stana, it's a really it's a dream to be talking to you in a real person. I believe you're amazing. You inspire me to do everything actually. I want to be an actress, or a cop, or a writer.
Or a cop actress.
Yes. Would you please sing Hey Blue Eyes for us?
No.
Please.
Hey, Blue Eyes? Yes.
Oh God.
It's where I used to wake up, so if I can get a
Oh my
good
God.
recording,
Wow,
that would be
what
nice.
expected. Do you want me to bring the playback?
No, I got it.
Wait, which?
I'm gonna have to remember. Okay, hold on. I haven't even practiced my voice.
It's okay, you're perfect anyways.
Do you want water?
Yes.
Yeah, with water. You can do that.
I meant, Mamma Mia.
We all love you, so everything will be okay.
Even the water notes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, quando nós íamos won the festival here.
Hey, blue eyes, tomorrow became yesterday. What was will never be felt again. I fell in love with you over a smiling smoke. Oh, I was through. Where'd you come from? Why'd you come from there? Got yourself a woman, do I even care? I want you to want me the way that I want you. Ain't it strange how God fixed a plan? Two warring worlds found solace in the bodies of a woman and a man. Come to me close, boy, take my hand, and we'll fly off to a magic land.
The stunning Stana. Stana, I have another news for you.
Yes.
I also sing.
Oh.
You could be the next Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, I think, of the series, if you want. Jorge, do you sing?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Any more questions? Esta valeu por duas, né? Ok, tá, valeu por duas. Okay, one more over here.
Hi.
Hi.
So you've done a lot of characters and a lot of movies. Do you have a specific, like a ritual before you do a scene, or something you do before or after you shoot a scene?
Oh, it depends on the character. You know, there's some characters that require, you know, a little bit more of a wild preparation. But one thing that I do love is I make a lot of music playlists for characters and for the relationships that they have with other characters. So it's just for me. I never really kind of share it. Although I might share the ones for Absentia with you guys, and maybe you guys can guess which characters they're for.
You can make it public, the playlist.
Yeah, I think I might do that. So, you know, let's say for Emily's relationship with Flynn, I'll have, you know, a playlist for that. And it's a weird way of me just kind of getting into that mode beforehand. Yeah.
One last question. Last. That hand rose first, aquela minha. Não chega logo e não pode? Chega, não tem fio. Já tem então vá. Mas isso foi
Dois mulheres do homem.
Okay, vá. One guy.
Hi there.
Hi.
Yeah, my name is João Monville. I'm an actor here in Portugal. I'm a little bit smaller than you, just a little bit. I'm here with my girlfriend, and I know you are here with your husband, but this is a very easy question.
Okay.
You want to marry me?
Have you seen the size of her?
Yeah, I know. I said I'm just a little bit smaller. No, it's a joke. I really love your job, and I'm here because I love you.
Thank you.
I love you and I love your job.
Thank you.
His girlfriend is loving it. So, it wasn't even a question, you just wanted to propose it. So, final question. 2 hands in the air, it's the final question. Because we want to see the show.
Can we do a selfie after this?
Yes, we can.
With everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, not just the two? The whole...
The group,
I thought you were talking to me.
Oh.
Hi, Stana. First of all, you are beautiful. You are amazing. So my question is, I'm trying to be an actress here in Portugal, and here is really difficult to get in the job and stuff like that. My question is, was it difficult for you to just end up and say, I'm going to be an actress?
You mean the decision to be an actress, or to actually start a career as an actor?
Maybe both.
So I studied international relations and pre-law, and I was kind of on the path of becoming a diplomat. But I've always wanted to do this, and eventually I just said, okay, I'm going to go and do it. I studied this in university. There's a drama school that's kind of like, you know, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, you're doing theater, you're doing all kinds of theatrical exercises. It's like a classical conservatory. Sorry guys, this might be a little bit boring. I'm going to try to make it quick. And then I moved to Los Angeles with no connections and not knowing anybody or anything. I didn't even know what a mark was when I did my first job. Everything was so confusing and so new. However, you know, as soon as I made that decision to go in full force, and you know, you have to understand, why do you want to be an actor? Do you want to be an actor to be famous? Because being famous is really easy, right? You can do a lot of things and become famous. Do you want to be an actor to tell stories? Well, you know, some of that is in your own lap. You can start making stories and making films and filming yourself and filming other friends and so forth, right? I think that behooves every actor to learn both sides of the camera. But when you finally make that decision, things start coming towards you, you know, ultimately. So it feels scary at first, and then it starts to unfold later on really beautifully, I think.
Thank you.
ter que marcar consulta e depois vai ser longa. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
think I did understand that.
Man, that worries me. Vamos então tirar a selfie. Let's take the selfie. Yeah. Should we get the photographer?
Yes.
It's going to be much nicer than
Should we do, yeah, one with the photographer and then one on mine afterwards? Is
one
that
on mine.
okay?
Okay. Wait, do you want? Can we be on your side? Yeah. Then we'll leave and let you take one selfie just with your hands. You want to stand up? Can you stand up? Yeah. Thank you.